Alright, in today's video we're going to be talking about the brand new update. As behind me you can see this is a kit bundle. 2 new kits are coming out tomorrow, although it's not really the normal tomorrow time that they would have. Normally, you know, it's not even 24 hours. This one is instead 1 day and 7 hours and 49 minutes. So that's over an entire day away. So we got quite some time to wait for these things to come out. That said, I think these have been leaked. And I'll go ahead and share those pictures with you. But yeah, close your eyeballs if you don't want to see those. So here they are on the screen, the leaks of the kits that I think these are probably going to be. But yeah, it's supposed to be 2 new kits in a bundle. I don't know if they're going to be limited kits like Void or what the deal really is with those. On that note, let's hop into the rest of the patch notes and let's talk about what's changed in Roblox Bedwars. So we got an enchant update and a kit bundle cooldown. We've already talked about the kit bundle thing, so all that's left to talk about is the enchant update. So obviously that kit bundle is going to come out at 11 a.m. PDT on a Saturday. That's not too shabby, but then we got an enchant update. There's going to be 3 new enchants, and the enchant table is now updated with 3 new enchants, a rework on 2 existing enchants, and the removal of 3 enchants. So enchants now cycle through before repeating. Each research level is independent of such. And if you die, the cycle breaks. And if you get reset, if you die, the cycle resets. And if you get reset, back to being able to getting anything. So basically how this is going to work is that if I get fire the first time I buy it, it's not going to give me fire. So the second time I buy it, it'll give me static or whatever else. And basically it'll rotate through. And until it rotates through everything, it won't give me fire again. Now, if you die, it breaks that cycle, which is kind of silly to have it that way, but it is what it is. Just don't be dying once you get that enchant that you want, I suppose. On that note, let's talk about all these new enchants that hit the game. So first one, we got Lifesteal enchant. Dealing damage to enemies will heal you. You will heal putting additional health into your shield. So it's basically going to be lifesteal like Trinity, but it also would seem that you're going to be able to build a shield with this lifesteal enchant as well. It seems pretty strong, but they didn't give us any percents to work with on exactly when or how much it's going to heal. Critical strike enchant. When fighting, you have a 25% chance of dealing 2 times damage with critical strike. Now, I think the developers are going to learn real quick that 25% chance to deal 2 damage in a game where you spam items like spam bows, swords, and whatnot may happen. Tanqr Fire Banner probably could proc enchants too. Proc that crit enchant, I should say, and so it would hit for twice. I just feel like this enchant is probably going to become the most single-handedly busted enchant in all the entire game. I think this crit one will, because any other game I've played where you can do 2 damage and have a 25% chance to be doing that, it gets pretty wild and pretty crazy. So I think this will probably be the new most broken enchant, potentially over fire enchant. The next enchant, we got Clingy enchant. When you die, you save 4 random item stacks from being lost. You can now go for that crazy play. I don't really like this enchant. I'm not against them keeping items, but I just wonder if like the enemy, if he kills you and you keep your emeralds, does he also get the emeralds? Does it dupe the emeralds? How does that exactly work? Not quite sure. We'd have to do some testing on that. And the other thing, it's just kind of a weird enchant. Like it kind of defies the whole purpose of Bedwars with getting killed and losing your resources. Now you'll semi-keep some of those. I'm not 100% sure. Can a barb keep his rage blade after death? I don't really know. It's a weird enchant. Not sure how that's 100% gonna work. It could be good, it could be bad. I'm not sure how to feel about that one. Anyways, we got Execute enchant. This is a rework. It used to be Void. The enchant has been renamed to Execute with new effects. Execute base damage increased from 6 to 10. So apparently it used to be 6, now it's 10. Execute damage per stack increased is 2 max. 2, the max is 10, and then if you have Void Execute 3, it would be max 15. Now, I don't know if this is like 15 damage and then it executes, or 10 damage then it executes, or exactly how that works. But yeah, I don't know. I'd have to test this one out. This doesn't give me a clear enough description of exactly how much damage it does. But if it only does like 15 damage, this one only does 10 damage. As an execute, that's not really worth it. So I'm hoping this is stacked onto that. So it'd be like 25 damage execute or a 20 damage execute. That might be useful late game, but early game, not useful. Next up, we got a Plunder enchant rework. Plunder now prioritizes high value items, emeralds, and diamonds. So I'm just saying that Jack video I made, if it still works, it's gonna be nasty. And then Plunder cooldown's been decreased, so it's not longer every 5 seconds you get to steal something, you get to steal something every 4 seconds, and it has new effects. They removed Shield Gen, Rapid Regen, and Anti-Knockback. To be honest, the only enchant out of these that I used was Shield Gen, which was pretty good. And that would mean that Tanqr is the only way to get Anti-Knockback now, so make sure to use a Tanqr if you want the Anti-Knockback. Free kits this week are Smoke. Smoke is free for the first time, but it's a duty kit, so I don't know exactly what the purpose of that that was. Next up, we got Builder and Davy. Builder's pretty good. Davy's all right. We got a new map, so we got squads and doubles, and then we get into a ton of kit balance changes here. So we got a cyber kit nerf. The drone will cost 50 iron. Now remember, they nerfed the hell of this. This thing gets one shot by anything, a wood sword, a bow, anything. This drone gets one shot by everything, and now it's 50 iron. And the big thing about this drone kit was to get those early diamonds, and now you're not even gonna get this thing till 50 iron. That's more expensive than a fisher's fishing pole. Just keep that in mind. And Fisher can spawn in a goldfish that gives diamonds, emeralds, and iron. You can spawn in diamonds alone. You can spawn in emeralds alone. You can get more iron. So this just seems like they've pretty much killed the cyber kit with this. And I mean, it's kind of expected to be coming. When everybody starts complaining too much, kits like this just get killed, and then the developers tend to forget about them. So I'm maybe see cyber get rebalanced out better than this. This nerf is way too big. And that's going to bring us into a Uzi changes. These Uzi changes are big, and a lot of people are screaming that they're nerfs, but I personally think these Uzi changes are a buff instead. So let's read them. Now has a maximum of 4 dash charges. Each charge takes 10 seconds to recharge. Now I did test this a little bit, and it would seem that basically if you keep dashing, it's not going to recharge them. So, but what all you got to do is just like stop attacking stuff or stop dashing for a little bit, and this is going to recharge really quickly. You would be surprised how fast 10 seconds goes by. And then they buffed its damage, so now when it jumps on you and stabs you for the first time with that dash, it's going to deal 20% more damage, which ends up being pretty spicy, because if you already know, Uzi players already get the kill on you early game because they dash you, hit you once, and then they instantly get a hit again with that sword hit again. So they get like 2 hits for your 1. So I don't think this actually hurt the Uzi kit at all. If anything, I think this actually made the Uzi kit stronger. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Let me know what your guys' opinion on the Uzi changes are. And then we got some item changes. Minicopter buff. It got a health increase from 200 to 300. Makes sense, I guess, now that the glitches are gone. Minicopter falling height needed to explode, reduced from 60 to 40. So now this thing, when it falls a lower distance, should explode easier now. Minicopter explosion damage multiplier went from 2.5 to 3 times. So now that minicopter, when it blows up on you, is really going to hurt you. Minicopter, you can now see a health bar for your helicopter. Okay, I guess that works. I don't really understand why these changes were made. They're really pushing to make the minicopter a thing in Bed Wars, and honestly, I think it's just the most worthless item in the game since the glitches are gone with it. But they did buff the Tesla trap. Now, them buffing the Tesla trap just makes me go, why? Why? Because I really don't know why they buff Tesla traps. When you have a full team working together and they all put Teslas on the bed, so that's 8 Teslas per squad team, they will kill you in seconds, and I mean literal seconds. And now they've buffed their range, their range is buffed by 4, their damage tick is buffed by 2, and all they did was go up 10 iron, which is 50 iron, not too shabby. I think these are going to be deadly. With Builder being free this week and Tesla traps being buffed, sheesh, good luck getting those beds. I sure hope some people own Yeti, because I think Yeti is going to become a staple for breaking beds real quick with these changes. Builder being free this week, Tesla traps being buffed. I'm definitely going to probably be playing Yetis in my squads, that's for sure. Some other changes: map images have been updated. Season 5 Battle Pass release dates scheduled? I don't know why it's scheduled. It should be rescheduled because it was already scheduled to come out in 2 weeks, but they delayed it. So we're going to talk about that. And then they vaulted ducks, boba blasters, and tornado launcher. I don't know why these items were vaulted a long time ago. Ducks maybe didn't make sense to be on this list. I didn't mind ducks though. Boba blaster makes sense. Tornado launcher makes sense. But we also still have a frying pan in the game. And yeah, that's kind of a weird item. And also, guided missiles are very broken. So anyways, let's check how long they delayed this. As you can see here, we used to have 2 weeks left of Season 4, and they've delayed it for 2 weeks like they did to Season 3. I don't know if this is to give more people more time to get XP. I'm way over my XP cap. Or why they're doing this, but it is delayed by 2 weeks, and I'm going to assume that means the same thing for ranked. I assume that ranked is going to be delayed for 2 weeks as well. On that note, I will see you all tomorrow when these kit bundle comes out, and I'll make sure to talk about them and should you buy videos and all that good stuff. On that note, that's all for today's video and all the update information. A lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff to think about. And make sure to let me know what you guys think about this update in the comments below. I don't think it's the worst update I've seen Bedwars do, but I think it's far from the best update I've seen them do. And on that note, it's time to wrap up this video by thanking those YouTube members. So thank you Mama Peas, Redwood Deadwood, Easter Axolotl, A9 Gaming, Darkest Troller, Finally Cringe, Giftogen, and Wolfite. Thank you all so much for being members of the channel. And on that note, I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out.